Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is August the 1st, 2024. It continues to be hot here, just like it is everywhere else in the world, I think. It's about 34 degrees with the humidity today. We might get a few thunder showers, which could cool things off a little bit. But as of right now, it is still nice and warm outside. But more importantly, it's the first day of the month, which means it's time for Stamp of the Month. What stamp of the month, you might ask? If you're tuning in for the first time, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on, and if you're watching Stamp of the Month, you get a chance to win something, which is great. So Stamp of the Month is me explaining a stamp, a series of stamps, a topic on stamps. And with collaboration with Liverpool Stamps in England, you get a chance to win something too. So stick around. We'll talk about what the word is. You've got to write in the comment of this video and this video alone. And we'll show you what you get a chance to win. And then on August the 15th, I'll do the draw of all the people that put that word in. And some lucky person's going to get to have their prize. Now, what is the topic today? Well, before I get to that topic, you might say, well, what's all this stuff around you? What are you doing with a hat on? What I want to say is don't take yourself too seriously. Yes, stamp collecting sometimes gets that moniker that it is for old people that have a lot of money or that feel knowledgeable about all sorts of things. There is some truth into some collectors that are like that, but stamp collecting is for everyone. And I want to reiterate today that it is as much for the younger people as it is for older people, and you can get just as much fun out of it if you don't take yourself seriously. And if you've watched enough of my videos, you know I don't take myself seriously. I like a lot of things. I like Lego. Yes, I am almost 50 years old, and I still build Lego. Does that make me immature? Maybe. But it just means that life is short, and do the things that you want to do. Now, if you're a young person and you're thinking about stamp collecting, what are you doing? Shouldn't you be on your phone or something? You know what? If you're on your phone, you can look for stamps too, just the same way. Now, what I want to say too about stamps is they aren't all stuffy stamps. You can collect a series of, immaculate prints with the fine edges and in mint condition, and you could be looking for something of value, but you can also find something fun. There are lots of stamps out there with topics like Pokemon and Harry Potter, and maybe one day there'll be Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran stamps and who knows what other things that are out there. I know stamps usually get put out for people in my age group or the next age group even older than myself. So you get bands that have come and gone that are Hall of Famers, but are not as relevant to today's youth as they once were. Same with movies and programs. But that is not always the case. Sometimes countries put out certain stamps that appeal to younger people. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about those stamps that will get us excited about becoming a stamp collector, whether it is a stamp that has Lego on it, or a stamp that has Pokemon on it, or perhaps a stamp with your favorite Harry Potter character, whether you're in the House Slytherin or Hufflepuff or whatever you might be. There's stamps for that. There are stamps that you can scratch and have a smell. There are stamps that come in a variety of shapes and textures and all sorts of things to collect. Now you might be saying, well, this is all fine and dandy, but what are we really talking about in this? Or, what stamps are you talking about? I'm showing you examples of stamps that you can go out there and buy and collect, and they don't cost you a lot of money to get you started. But if you want to talk about a theme, because that's what we do in this month, so we talk about theme, I want to talk about the year of the child. That's why we're talking about children. I want to get new people involved in stamps. Now, you might say, is this the year of the child 2024? It's the year of the dragon for sure, and that happens on a cycle. But the year of the child only happened once. I'm not sure why it only gets once, but it was in 1979. The UN said that we are going to mark the 20th anniversary of children's rights, which, if you can believe that, children's rights didn't come involved until 1959 officially. And then it took 20 years to have the year of the child. And then another 10 years after that, 1989, there was more children's rights come to be. That is some historical fact that maybe you didn't know and now you do. But yeah, in 1979, the United Nations said this is going to be the year of the child. And all of the nation parties of the United Nations put out stamps, or almost all of them, put out stamps in 1979 for the year of the child. And I'm going to show you lots of them as we're talking about here that are just going to pop up from different countries. But if you have a Scott catalog or Stanley Gibbons or something and you pick any country, and you can most likely find 1979, and when you find 1979 you will find a stamp with this image on it, and if you do, that is the year of the child stamp that that country put out that year. So wouldn't it be fun to collect every one of those stamps from all the different countries as your theme? It's an idea. If you're looking for something new to collect and you hadn't thought about it, here's a new one for you. So why don't you try to collect all of 1979's Year of the Child stamps? I'm not sure exactly how many there are, but I'm sure you'll get a chance to figure it out if you start collecting them all. There are some really cool ones that came out by different countries, some that really make you think, what does this have to do with children? Others, it is very obvious that this is a year of the child stamp, but we want to nurture and grow and make sure that our young adults become great citizens and smart, caring adults as they get on in years. Philately is something we want to encourage other people. And you say, what's philately? Well, it's stamp collecting, appreciation of postage stamps. So there are collections out there by our grandparents or our parents or an aunt or an uncle that may have collected stamps and now don't know what to do with them. We're hoping that another generation will pick up that mantle and carry it on. I know that is what I'm doing with my father's collection, and there are so many stories I hear of other people that's how it got them inspired to get into stamps, was seeing an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent or a parent that was interested in stamps, and they wanted to know about it. They wanted to start collecting, but they weren't sure what to collect or how they can collect, or was it going to be expensive to do it? Well, no, it's not expensive. It's a very easy hobby to get involved in, and if you get a chance to go to something like a stamp show that might be in your area, you're going to find lots of people that are very willing to help you out. Might even give you some stamps to get started if you haven't started already, but will tell you of their experiences and how they did things. I know my father with his stamps, he worked in a company where they got lots of mail in, and so he went down to the mailroom and he collected all the garbage that they were throwing out, the envelopes, and took all the stamps off those. And then when he had duplicates of stamps for his collection, he used those to trade with other people in other countries in order to amass a world collection. That's how he did it. He did it on the cheap, and all you kind of had to do was pay postage for the pen pal person you were exchanging stamps with. So that's how you can do it globally. You can do it by going to thrift stores and looking to see what's there. Sometimes stamp collections come through there. There are all sorts of ways in order to get postage stamps. You can go down to your local post office and buy stamps if you want brand new ones, mint ones, or first day covers, souvenir sheets, all sorts of things. So if you have a catalog, look up 1979 and try to find the stamps that come out for the Year of the Child. Now, this envelope is some of the things. There may be more. That's why I say some. These come from Liverpool Stamps. These also come from a couple other people that have donated stamps for the giveaway, and a few stamps from my own collection. In Canada, we have a charitable stamp that comes out a couple times a year, that the money goes to help children's foundations. So it's called a P, a permanent stamp. That's the domestic rate, plus 10. So you pay an extra 10 cents per stamp for these booklets of stamps. So some of those are in here too, because it has to do with children. And there's some stuff in here also, which I'm going to show you, that inadvertently has something to do with children that's come in. So it's not all straight in your face, childlike. And by August 15th, there may be something else to add. And if there is, I will show you what that is before it arrives. Or not before it arrives, before the day of the 15th. That's my promise to you, if it gets here in time. So, that being said, let's see what's already earmarked for the giveaway. The first thing you're going to get are these stamps that actually were on the envelope from Liverpool Stamps. Some of them were canceled, some of them weren't. So I'm going to include those because they're really cool. Not in my collection, but I'm not going to save them for me. I'm going to give them away. And this one here is very appropriate. The first day cover for the Year of the Stamps that came out by the Royal Mail. Really nice. And then this first day cover, the International Year of the Child, Christmas 1979, the Christmas stamps that came out on the first day cover from the Royal Mail. Then Princess Diana was legendary for her help in things that had to do with children. So nice. This is included. This first day cover from Ireland. And these kind of Halloween stamps that also came out. It's a mint souvenir sheet with childlike drawings. Excuse me. Then Vera from Germany added some things too. She heard what I was doing and wanted to contribute for the giveaway. So she sent a variety of countries that had images about children. So they are all going to be part of the giveaway as well. Sorry, I picked up a tickle. I'm fighting something this week. And I've included these ones here. These are the charitable stamps that come out by Canada. So these are some from the past. And I'm also going to include this. I was going to keep it for myself. I got this a while ago. Thomas the Tank Engine played a part in my children's lives. They watched it. They had the toys. They're really cool long stamps. So I thought I'm going to include that in the giveaway too. So all of that will be part of the giveaway. And if the other stuff arrives, I'll have even more. Well, if that isn't enough, make sure you put the word child to qualify for the giveaway on the 15th of August. If that's not enough though, make sure you go to liverpoolstamps.co.uk and enter the code TDGAUG, and you'll get 20% off of anything that you buy online, and they'll throw in a free penny red. So use the code TDGAUG and get 20% off your complete order plus a free stamp. So that is an addition that you can use anytime here during the month of August. And if you do and you use the code, it kind of shows whether or not people are watching my channel and going to help support Liverpool Stamps, because they've been generous every month to provide free items for these giveaways, which is very generous of them to do. I really appreciate it. Now, why do we have a globe back here? Because it doesn't matter where you are on the globe, you can participate, and I'll mail off your winnings after you've been selected on the 15th of August. But also, look at all this that you can collect. Pick a country, any country. Some of them on this globe probably don't even exist anymore, but their stamps still exist. So you can collect what's called a dead country, limited run of stamps, and do that. You can pick a year like we've been talking about this time, and something interesting that came from that year, or a topic, doesn't matter. Every month I'm going to show you something new, or maybe hopefully something new to you and new to me to research, and it'll give you ideas on how to expand your already growing collection or start a brand new collection, because we want to get new people involved too. I am hoping there's going to be some other things that I can talk about and show you in the future about stamp collecting, and I'm pretty sure there will be. So you guys have a magical week. What follow? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?